as we grow up, we tend to be a lot more complacent with our situation in life. This is not necessarily out of, our own free will or what we want to do, but rather merely just adapting to the situation of being an adult. Now, there's a concern about this, and this is pretty much a quote attributed to Benjamin Franklin, even though we're not really sure if he said it. But he said most men, something along the lines, most young men die at 25. We only wait until they're 75 in order to bury them. So that's a warning against not just being more complacent, but leaving yourself, forgetting all the passion and the dream and the ambition and the drive that you had because of what we often term as life's responsibilities. Now, the catch-22 is trying to manage the catch-22 is trying to manage life's responsibilities while at the same time trying to grow as an individual person, especially in such difficult changing times. So the interesting thing is how to actually do this. And you're trying to maintain a situation where you're grateful, you have gratitude for everything that's coming your way, even if it's not necessarily as you planned, but at the same time, you're still trying to push yourself and go beyond your limit. Now, there's this concept that I really like, and it's pretty much what you learn as you're training for anything, whether it's a sport or trying to weight train, or, a lot of bodybuilders talk about it, and that's the concept is called progressive overload. So it pretty much means that wherever you start from, doesn't really matter. The main thing is to continuously add onto the scale as time passes by. So with this, you sort of use the resources that you have right now and start from where you are. And after that, you continuously add reps and sets. That's the only way. For example, if your goal is to gain muscle, then that's pretty much the only way you're going to achieve that goal. And so I think that that's a very important, not just fitness philosophy, but life philosophy. But oftentimes we forget it because we don't want to make life hard. So it goes against what we intuitively think about success. We think that success is about making things harder. But I'm learning that success is quite the opposite. It's about doing harder things, but then at an incremental level. And over time, this will compound and you will have the exponential gain that people will see, but you will know that it came from small incremental steps that you were doing day by day. So that's pretty much the way to go about avoiding the complacency that comes with growing up, avoiding the, that's just how life is mentality that will lead you down a very dangerous path that Benjamin Franklin was warning us against. And that's pretty much dying when you're 25, dying in your youth, but still remaining as this shell, as this ghost of a person that you once were.
So that's your idea of success, huh?
I think being the greatest musician of the 20th century is anybody's idea of success.
Dying broke and drunk and full of heroin at the age of 34 is not exactly my idea of success.
I'd rather die drunk, broke at 34 and have people at a dinner table talk about me than live to be rich and sober at 90 and nobody remember who I was.